Yeah. Very good morning, guys. So we are talking about layouts, right? Okay. Yeah. Actually, we planned a layout, and this is the layout what we exactly planned. Yeah, this is the layout what we planned. First row completed. We placed one image and also two images, one round image and round edged image. What next? Second row. Let's come to the second row. When you talk about the second row basically what it has to show is all these links. The second row has to show you these particular links. And on the other side, the second row, second column, my content view should come. What should come there? Content view should come there. So let's design the first column. Yeah, watch. TR, second row, first column. First column, what it contains? It contains some links, guys. It contains some links. All these are hyperlinks. How do you create a hyperlink anchor tag? If at all you use HTML helper, we just had HTML.action link. Are we using HTML helpers only? Na? In helpers, what we have is HTML.action link. So observe it. Action link. What to give? Text. What text has to be shown? Next. What is that? Action method name. Controller name. First always action method will come, afterwards controller. And here I'm just passing a HTML attributes. What is it? I'm setting a bootstrap style. I'm setting a bootstrap style. That's a bootstrap style actually. Okay. Have a look. I'm adding a TD. TD with a background color. And I'm going to write some bootstrap styling over there. I'm going to write some bootstrap styling over there. Watch it, all of you. Now, it's a bootstrap style basically. It's a bootstrap styling code. Font size I'm giving, and afterwards I'm placing all the links. How many? 5 links. And the 5 links are calling 5 different action methods of the same controller. Watch. Home action, register action, login action, courses action, about action. But controller is same for all. Understood? For all the things, I'm just going to write a bootstrap style. I'm applying a bootstrap style. So these are hyperlinks. These are going to create the hyperlinks. Fine. What is the second column? Array, second column, as I said you, the second column, as I said you. What is the second column is? Second column, I need to leave it for the content page to comment it there. The second column, I should leave it for the content page to comment it there. If at all you want a content page to comment it in that location, I already said you in the last class, we need to call a method. What is the method? The method you just require to call is render body. What is the method? Render body. You just require to call on this particular method called render body. And when you guys call the render body, automatically what is going to happen is @render body. That's all. Nothing. Just leave it. So this place I'm leaving for my content page now. Okay, now next. Focus on the third row. Third row. What is the third row? Third row, first point, understand, call span is 2. And here render section. What is the render section? See, render body, basically what comes and sits, the whole page comes and sits there in the render body. But apart from that, in my page, in different places of the page, I want to show some information. We have an option called render section. What is the render section? By using this render section, you can pass a piece of text, some small text into this location. Some text into this location. Anything you write. Means here whole page comes, but here the whole page won't come. What will come? Some text will come. Suppose I want to display some text in the bottom, or I want to display some text here. Anywhere I can put some text here, some text. If I only want to put some text like that, what should I use? Render section. Remember, a layout page can have only one render body. Why? Okay, one page only you can view, but can have n number of render sections. But it can have n number of render section. Render section doesn't put big volume of code. What do you put here? Small text. That's all. Some text we put it here. See here? This one. Look at this. Look at that one now. Below the menu bar, I used one render section. Afterwards, render body again, render section. See, I can send some text here. I can send some text here, but here the whole page will come, guys. Point clear, huh? Okay, that's what render section is. And here, passing this value to render section is mandatory or optional means you can decide that. Passing a value to the render section is mandatory or optional means you can decide that. You can just say it is optional also, it is mandatory. Means when you are creating the master page, you should tell. If you tell mandatory, compulsory content page should send some information there. If you say optional, it is optional for the content page to send some information there. May pass, may not pass. So that is not going to be mandatory. Okay. Watch how to do that. Yeah. Now that is the next row. And the next row, all of you carefully observe, is the next row. See what I'm doing? Call span is to, I'm writing a style, background color. Some background color I'm giving. And here I'm writing @ render section. How many render sections can be present, I said here? That is why, because you can have n number of render sections available here, every section should be given with a unique name. Every section should be given with a unique name. Otherwise, how do you differentiate that? Okay, some name. I'm giving the name as S1, section name. Second parameter is to tell sending a value to this section is mandatory or optional. If I say false, it's a Boolean, guys. If I say false, it is optional. If I say true, it is mandatory. So you can decide and tell whether passing a value is mandatory here or optional here. What did I say? False. So passing value is mandatory or optional? Optional. So now look, this is 1 to 3rd row. 4th row? 4th row again in image. That's all. Nah. 4th row is again in image. Here also. TR. Sorry. I went out of the table. TR. TD. Call span is equals to 2. And here one image I want to put. What image? Footer image. Yesterday I think we copied these two images now, logo and header. We want one more image called footer image also. Any images you use, guys, I have some images on my machine. I'm using that. But I said you make sure they are going to be horizontal. Existing item. I have a footer image. I'll show you how the output looks. There again, I'm using what? An image tag. I'm using the image tag for the footer. Style, height, 50 pixels is enough. Width, 100%. Okay, and coming to bootstrap styling, I want to just display the rounded circle bootstrap here also. Is that clear? So this is my last row. This is my last row. So totally, we just have all the rows here, and we're just going to do the appropriate thing. Here also, this image, here I'll do one thing. What? I'll write a style here. Width, 100%. Means TD also 100%, and under that image will come and sit also 100%. Height, no need to give whatever you want. Just to see, I'll use a different bootstrap style. Rounded, not rounded circle. Rounded. Rounded circle means you can circle na rounded image. I'm done, guys. This is my master page. Now, I want to apply this to a layout. I want to apply this to my content pages. How to apply? Actually, what is my plan is, I want to apply this to all these pages. What pages? Home page, register page, login page, courses page, and about page. 5 pages are there now. All the 5 pages should apply the layout. First, shall we write the methods now? A controller, action methods. I will add a controller in the project. We'll name this controller as Naresh IT. Naresh IT controller. Something here. I think I used that name only here. Naresh IT controller. Yes, Naresh IT. And then write down the 5 action methods. First one is home, public, view result, home, return view. Second one, register, right? Register. Third one, login. 4, courses, courses. About. Perfect. All the methods are ready. Now we need to add views now. Careful listen. When you want to apply a view, you can apply the view in 2 different ways. You can apply the layout in 2 different ways. I'm sorry, if you want to apply the layout, you can apply the layout in 2 different ways. 1, page level applying the layout. 2, application level applying the layout. What is page level? Page level means that that layout applies only to that page. That layout applies only to that page. Tomorrow, if some reason, if you have 2 or 3 layout pages and different pages want different layouts, in such scenarios, we can go for using page level application. What is the second option? Application level application. What is application level? Application applying means the layout is applied common to all the pages. Excuse me. Which class? It's not React class. Go in our scouts. It's not React class. Okay. So one option is page level. Second option, application. Page level means applied only to a particular page. Application level means applied to all the pages. First, let us see how to apply a layout page level. How to apply a layout page level. All of you, watch it. Add view. Now here, I'm creating a view for home. And all of you come below and watch it here. You have an option. What is the option? Select this option. Use a layout view. Okay, and here you'll find a button. Select your layout page. Select your layout page. Okay, just a second. I'll do it. I'm not selecting this right now. I'm not doing it right now. I'm not doing it right now. Leave it like this. So view, and this is how we used to create the views till now. Na? Tell me, click on the add button. If you click on the add button, what is going to happen? On the top of the page, it will write layout. Have you noticed it any day? For all the views it is creating, layout is equals to null means what I'm telling, I don't want any layout to apply. I'm telling I don't want any layout to apply. No. I want a layout to apply. You want a layout to apply? Okay, then do one thing. Specify the path of that. How to specify? /views/ correct only na root folder views under that shared / sitemaster.cshtml. Are you clear? And all of you carefully listen. When you set a layout here, okay, you're setting a layout. Second thing, remember that is a layout you're applying. And second thing, this is your layout view now. And for this layout view, we discussed like we want a title. And the content page should send the title we discussed. Actually, it's a home page. I want to get a home page -NIT. Registration page -NIT. Login page -NIT. Means -NIT is common. What should change? The title value should change. So come here, and now in the next line I'm writing viewback dot title is equals to home page. Fooback.title is equals to homepage. This title value will directly come now and sit in this place. What is the output now? Homepage hyphen NIT. Are you clear? And now for homepage, are you applying the layout or not? Tell me, for homepage, are you applying the layout or not? Now tell me, for layout page, are you applying any layout? No, nah. See, on the top it is showing you as is equals to null. Not required, that code not required. Actually, you can delete off this one. Even you write also, no problem. But by default, see, it is showing null. There is no layout for this. This is only layout page, there is no layout. For this one, what is the layout? Site master. Remember, already in the layout, you have header tag, body tag, and all the things. Correct? Now, what should happen exactly, whatever you write here should directly come now and sit in this TD. Got the point? Whatever you write there should come and sit in the TD. In the TD, it has to come and sit now. So here, make sure you don't have any HTML tags and all the nonsense again. Array, don't put all the HTML tags and the nonsense here now. Got the point? So delete it. So delete it. Now write some content what you want to show in that location. Write some content what you wanted to show in that appropriate location. Okay? Just a second, all of you. I'll put some content over there, some static, some simple content here. I'm using a paragraph. With some paragraph, I'm displaying some text. Some text. Afterwards, I'm just going to give some highlighting, some courses, 150 plus online courses, unlimited access. Okay, next, expert trainers, and afterwards, on the go, learning. Passionate team, training institute of choice, and again a paragraph and some information. And this all content means from this paragraph to this paragraph should come now and sit in the render section. Now run the home page, guys, all of you, run the home page. You cannot run the master page, run the home page only. So can't we run the layout page? You don't write a method for that, no? We did not write an action method. You can never call a view directly. If you want to call, there should be a action method. We don't write an action method for a layout. Watch. Round image, round edged image. Here all the courses, all the information. And this information is coming on the top of the cell or not. For that, I have written the style here. Have you noticed it? I written the styling for that. What style? Vertical align top. That is on the top. Otherwise, it will come in the middle. Again, background color, Bollywood. I just given some background color, and this is the background color, Bollywood. Okay. And also I'm giving some styling. That's why it is coming in a black and white. These are hyperlinks, but not looking like hyperlinks. See? All hyperlinks, but not looking like our regular hyperlinks. Why? Because we applied a bootstrap styling for that. What is that? Nav bar. Class is equals to. This is a bootstrap style what we applied. And that is just going to show you the output in this. It looks like text, but these are hyperlinks. What next? Here the paragraph. Some content here, something. Is it clear? Okay, you just got all the information there. Something is missing. Image did not come in the bottom. PNG, okay. The image is footer.png, guys. That's why it did not load. Naresh IT home. And you notice one thing, the render section did not come there. I did not pass any value. Checked out or not? I did not pass. Why? I said that is optional. Na? I did not pass. Sir, can I pass? You can pass whatever you want. Shall I pass? How to pass? From the content page, you need to pass. From the content page, you just required to pass it. How to pass? At the rate section. Which section? At the rate section. And now you need to tell. What you need to tell? Which section? Yes, one. Are you going to name the section? Yes, one. So for this particular section, you can write some content here and pass it there. See guys, what I'm passing? I'm putting a font tag and showing you excellence in IT training since 2003. That's it. That's what I'm passing there. And if I don't pass it, no issue, no error. Like this, see, I can send some text into different places of the master page now. Not in one location. Because I have names there. Based on the name, you can pass the value. What is the error? Underscore. Only double quotes. Oh, sorry guys. I written wrong. At the right section, directly section. Not brackets. Section name. Open the brace and pass the value. Excellence in IT training. Like this, I want to pass some text here. Can I? Yes or not? I want to pass some text here. Can I? Or anywhere you can just put some text there. No problem. That's all here. But actual content will come. So how many render bodies can be present? One only. But how many render sections can be there? N number. N number of render sections can be there. Any doubts? Are you clear? Understood the process now? Okay. Now shall we create the second page, register page now? The second page also, I'm showing you page level binding only. Page level binding only. Watch. Right click. Add view. Now what you do, select this option, use a layout page, and then click on the button here and select the layout. Select the layout directly. If you select this now, what happens, sir? It will write the code for you. Watch. See, it has written the viewback.title also, see? Yes or not? It writes the code, viewback.title. Okay, register page. I want to show. You want to edit it, yeah. And automatically layout, it is just going to show you. Understood the difference? If you don't select the checkbox, you'll get a normal page. You're required to edit it and make all the changes accordingly. If you select the checkbox, you can directly select the file and that will automatically apply here. Now you can place some content here by doing some registration. I can write some content to give some registration. I'm asking all the information here, username, password, and all the things. Run. And render section also I put something. Join us for best IT training. Join us for best IT training. You got the page here. And all of you observe this one thing here. What? If I go to home page now, it will load a home page now. See now the layout. Applying now, I don't require to open each page separately. All links are available. Whatever I click, that page will come there. That's it. This is how you would see the things in the real time now. Okay. Login page is still not designed. You did not design the login page. Home page, registration page are ready. We can just go for utilizing this. Okay. Done. We have just been done with creating. What next? 3 more pages. Okay. I'll show you. Now first tell me, are you clear with page level binding? Yes or not? What is the second option I said to you? Application level binding. What is that application level binding? Application level binding means without applying the layout for each page separately, you can apply the layout for all the pages in your site at a time. Without applying the layout for each page separately, we can apply the layout to all the pages at a time. How, sir? How is it possible? Actually, in our views folder here, we did not add it. We can add a file called as _viewstart.cshtml. What is the name? _viewstart.cshtml. That is the name of the file. Okay, all of you observe it. Right click directly in the views folder only, guys, not in a Naresh IT folder or shared folder. Directly in the views folder. Add view. What is the name? _viewstart. _viewstart. Clear? So that is the name of the page. And here I'm selecting the use it and I'm just writing the statement. Click on the add button. When you click on the add button, it will create you the _viewstart page. Remove this one, view back, remove this. Just I've written the statement here. I've written the statement here. Okay now? Now let me create the login page now. Let me create the login page. How to create? Right click, add view, MVC view, login. Selecting the checkbox, use a layout page. And here the layout page is selected or not? Don't select. Don't select anything at all. Don't select anything at all. I remove off. Click on the add button. Directly it has taken you viewback.login is equals to login page. Let me create a login view here. And see on the top of the page, did you write layout? Array, for the login, did you write the layout? You did not write the layout, correct or not? You did not write the layout. And see now, is it applying or not? Check it out. Applied. Is it applied for the login or not? It applied for home page, it applied for registration page, it applied for login page. And one thing I want to show you. Because I already applied application level, there is no need of again applying this layout for this again. Yeah, I can remove it now. Why? Anyhow, we went for application level. See, delete. In the home page also, delete. Okay, run. You'll have a doubt here. What is the doubt? Sir, you did not specify any view name there. You selected the checkbox, but you did not do anything. I'll tell you. Registration page, login page. The layout is applying, guys. Understood? Huh? Okay. Now, what is your doubt is? You did not specify that anywhere. How is it working? I'll tell you. Now, let me add a view to courses. Right click, add view, courses. Select the checkbox. Read this description. Are you clearer or not? Did you understand that now? You specified that in a file. Which file? Viewstat, underscore viewstat. Now you have a doubt. What is underscore viewstat? Underscore viewstat file executes before any view executes. Underscore viewstat executes before any other view executes. Means that is the first thing which gets executed for you. When a request comes to login, what executes first is underscore viewstat, afterwards login. See, you write a static constructor in a class. Static constructor executes first within a class, correct? The first block of code to run in a class is a static constructor. We already learned an object-oriented programming. Here also, the underscore viewstat is the first file which, when I send a request to any view, first underscore viewstat will execute. And in the underscore viewstat, you set apply a layout. Immediately that applies to all the views, whatever we have. That is the reason why I don't require to specify. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Click on the add button. And yeah, I'm going to create the courses view. Courses view. Finally, we'll also do about, add view, MVC5 view. Again, just simply left layout and went off here. I'm putting some HTML information. And here guys see, I am not doing this. What? I'm not using render section here. In all these pages, I use the render section, but in the last page, I'm not having a render section. Because I don't have a render section, no text will come there. Watch. Yeah, this is some text I'm showing here about Nourish IT. And here now see, no render section. Home page. We have a render section. Register page. We have a render section. Login page. Render section. Courses offered. About. Now tell me, is it necessary to go to each and every page now? Right, till now, how are you executing one page, everything, you're entering the address bar now. Now, not necessary to go to each and every page. Whatever I click, that has to open now in that place. You can put all the links there, and what link you click, the corresponding page will be opened for you on the other side. Okay, now. Okay, so you see, this is how the layouts work to you. This is how the layouts work. Okay. Fine. Now, let's read the, I created of the page first directly, but first let us come from the top. These are like master pages in ASP.NET Web Form. And by using this, we can design a layout for the whole application. We can design a layout for the whole application. Generally, every application will have a common layout like the header, footer, menu bar, navigation bar, all these things. So in such scenario, without redesigning them for multiple times, in each view page, we will design it as a layout view and then use it in the whole application. In ASP.NET Web Forms, the extension of a master page is .master, whereas in ASP.MVC, the extension of the layout page is also .cshtml. Last class I shown you this, remember? ASPX means active server page. X means extension. ASCX means active server control, the yoga controls, master. But here, all are .cshtml, no confusions here. Layout views are also known as master pages, and our view pages are known as content pages. Layout views are called what? Master pages here. And our view pages are called what? Content pages. So these content pages will merge with the master page to display the final output. See, are you calling the layout anywhere? No, you're calling the content page. What is the content page doing? Content page is going, merging with the master page and displaying the final output to you. Okay, now, for example, I'll put the picture there. Is that clear? The master page, yeah, design layout for header, design layout for footer. Place, register for content page. Here what we get? It is a content page. It is merged here and shows you the final output. I'll put this image there. You guys, in the last of your notes, your space, you can draw there if you want. In the end of your page, you have some space there. You can draw there if you want. End means end of this topic all. Not in the end of the topic. Where is it? Edit is not there. Open with. Don't take these extensions. Just a second, guys. Just a second. What is this? Content view. There is content view. You can call content page also. To be clear. Content view. So here also what is coming is content view. Okay. Here also place reserved for content view. Place reserved for content view. Design layout for header. Place reserved for content view. Design layout for footer. and this is a content view. Finally, the output. So what is this? I'll write some text here. What is this? This is layout view. This is layout view. Okay, this is the output here. Output view. That is the output view what is generated now. So once done, this will be the output that will be coming into picture. Okay now. So that's how we just go for creating a view. Yeah. Fine. Okay. To include a content page, or a content view. So later, I said you layout views are also called as master pages, and view pages are also called as content pages or content views. We can also call content page or a content view. Or even you call content page, no issue, but otherwise you also call it as a content view there. Okay. To include a content view into a particular location of a layout view, what we do? We need to call a method. Which method? Render body. So that the content page will come and sit in that location. A layout view can contain one and only one render body. I already said you now. How many render bodies can be there? One only. Okay, next. To include a piece of text into a location of a layout view, we need to call the method render section, so that text can be sent into the layout view from content view. Text can be sent from the layout view from the content view, and sending the text is not mandatory. That is, while calling the render section method, we can specify a name to the section and a Boolean value to indicate sending a value to the section is mandatory or optional. Remember, render section, 2 parameters. First parameter, name. Second parameter, bold required. Are you required it or not? Shown you already. A layout view can have any number of render section methods called in it. And in this process, for every render section, we need to give a unique name for identification. You can see this is an example, all of you. Okay, now. Fine. Next, to design a layout view, I just followed a series of steps. First step, I opened a new project, MVC layout views, empty project, and selected it. I installed the Bootstrap using the NuGet package manager or library manager, your choice. Now add a folder with the name under the views folder named as shared, because partial views and layout views are generally stored in shared folder only, and the name of these two views will be prefixed with underscore character. Add a view into the shared folder, name it as underscore sitemaster.cshtml, uncheck the checkbox, use a layout page, don't forget, uncheck, and click on the add button. This action will add a new view, and if you observe the code in the view, we find a statement on the top. We find a statement on the top of the file as following: to specify a layout for the view. Or you find that now? To specify a layout for the view. But tell me, do you want to specify a layout for this? Tell me, yaar, do you want to specify a layout for this? No, yaar, I'm creating a layout only. What I'm creating is layout only. So do I want to specify that? No need. I don't require that to be specified over there. Okay. Right now, what we are designing is layout view only, and and we don't want to apply another layout to this current view. So delete it. Are you clear? We don't want to apply another layout for the current view. So delete it. What do you do in the first page? Delete this code. Not required. Not required. Are you clear? Okay, deleted. What next? Now, under the title section of the page, we find underscore site master. Remember that? Yesterday I showed you underscore site master. Delete it and write the following there. Write the following there. What did I write? Viewback.title hyphen NIT. And so that we can send any value to this title from the content page. From the content page, you can send some value for this. Okay, next. Now drag and drop bootstrap.min.css from the content folder into head section. You know how to do it. Have a new folder under the project with the name images and add 3 images into that folder. What are the 3? I just given some names here. I don't bother whatever name it is. Just given you some names as an example because I use those names in the code. You add whatever you want, but make sure your images are horizontal. Clear? Now let's design a layout view as below. This is the layout view I want to design. Okay, and the HTML for all these things I explained to you already. The HTML code for all these things I just given you an explanation already. How to create the HTML for this. Okay. What next? Yeah, I just tried using Bootstrap here. Okay, with the help of Bootstrap, how to design the views. I just demonstrated, and all things we have done. Just a minute. Okay. Now, how is a layout applied to a view page? How is a layout applied to a view page? How is it applied to a view? Applied to a view. Nothing but the content view here. Applied to a view in the sense nothing but the content view. How is it applied? If we want to apply any layout to a view page, we can do it in 2 different ways. We can do it in two different ways. Already explained you. What is the first option? Page level binding. Second option, application level binding. First, page level binding. We can do this by writing the below code on top of the view pages. Is the code, guys? Already shown you. Okay. Note. While adding a new view, whenever you are adding a new view, nothing. We can select the layout view. We can select the layout view for the view by selecting the checkbox. By selecting the checkbox with the caption, use a layout page. You saw that already now? Whenever you are doing it, whenever you are trying to add view, you guys will find this option. Use a layout page. So select that option. When you select that particular option, and when we select the checkbox, the text box and button with the caption dot will enable. When you select that checkbox here, immediately, see by default, this text box and this button are disabled. When you select this text box and a button with the dot caption will enable now. That's what I mentioned there. Will enable, and by clicking on this button, by clicking on that button, we can select our layout view so that it will write the above code automatically. It will write the above code automatically. But what is the drawback? The drawback in this approach is we need to use this statement on every view page wherever we want to apply the layout. Did you understand the point, guys? The drawback in this approach is we need to use this layout. We need to use this statement on every view page where we want to apply the layout. Understood now? Second, application level binding. We do this by writing code in _viewstart.cshtml file because this view will execute before executing of any other view, and this is called implicitly by MVC framework. I don't require to call it, guys. MVC framework calls it. This file should be in the root folder of the views. That is directly under the views folder. Where it should be? Directly in the views folder. Let's add this file in the views folder, and to do that, right click on the views folder and select the option add view. Name the view as _viewstart.cshtml. Choose empty without model template and make sure all the checkboxes are unchecked. All checkboxes must be unchecked, and click on the add button. Delete all the content present in the file and write the below code over there. You delete, guys, and write this. Are you clear? Listen one thing. When you guys are adding a layout, when you just guys are adding a layout, what I just wanted to show you is, look at this, man. Look at this carefully. I am deleting _viewstart file. Let me copy this. I'm deleting up this. So there is no _viewstart. Correct? There is no _viewstart. Now, for example, I am trying to add a new view. I'm trying to add a new view. For example, add view, MVC5 view, some name called test. Some name called test. And I selected the checkbox. Use a, but do you have a layout page? Yes, we have a layout page. We have a layout page here. But see, what is it telling you? Do we have an _viewstart? Layout page is there, but what is missing? _viewstart is missing. And remember a point, all page extensions are .cshtml only now. Then how will the studio know? How will the studio know which one is a layout page? It doesn't know. Mainly based on what it will recognize. It will recognize based on _viewstart. But that _viewstart is deleted by you, correct? So we don't have an _viewstart, but you are selecting the option use a layout. Correct? See what happens. See what happens. What is happening, you know? Visual Studio will create the underscore view start file for you. Watch it. I deleted na present there. And Visual Studio also added a layout page. Check it out in the shared folder. You have a page called underscore layout.cshtml. Check it out. It is adding. Yeah, it is adding. You can go and design there. You can go and design there. Generally, first time you are creating a project, if you use this option, layout underscore layout.cshtml file is created. You can open that and you can do all the designing in this page now. Array, you can do all the designing in this page now. Did you catch my point or not? But we created our own. We created our own. So I want underscore site master. So go to view start. See in the view start, what is it writing? Underscore layout. No, I don't want underscore layout. What I want? Underscore view start. Underscore view start. So I'm showing you here what happens. I'm showing you different options to you. That's all. So I just mentioned you a note here, all of you. Read it. So what is it actually? All these things you need to do because you did not do, I'm doing it for you. Is it clear? That is what the concept is. Okay now? So basically that option also. So when you are creating, if you select this option, what will happen? Layout page will automatically come. You can design that layout page. You can design that layout page. Okay? But we designed our own layout page here. That's why I'm just ignoring. Yeah. Is what you'll find there. This is what you'll find there. One more important thing here. Read it. I said you that already. Select the checkbox. Don't specify anything in the text box. Select the checkbox, but don't specify anything in the text box. What will happen? Underscore sitemaster.cshtml will be applied. Is it clear? Fine. Read this note again. Did you understand that? What is it is? I have a patient controller, doctor controller, staff controller. Patient, doctor, staff. Patient controller has a set of views. Doctor controller has a set of views. And staff controller has a set of views. And I want different layouts to apply for them. For patient controller, one layout. Doctor controller, one layout. Staff controller, one layout. If that is the case, what you can do, you can have 3 separate layout pages created now. Understood my point here? I want to apply one layout for all the patient controller. Then the underscore view start file should be present in the patient folder, not in the views folder. See, views under the patient. Now you require to create the underscore view start in patient folder. Same way, underscore view start in doctor folder. Same way, underscore view start in staff folder. Sir, if you have both, the first preference goes to local. Is it clear? Now I'm applying a site-wide layout, but if you want to apply controller-wide layout, then also we can design it. That's our choice. Okay. Next, add a new controller in the controllers folder, naming it as Nourish IT. Yeah, these are all the code you have written there, guys. All the 5 methods, whatever you have defined in it. Okay. What next? Step 6. Add view to all the action methods, and while adding them, check the checkbox. Use a layout page. Use a layout page. Check it out. When you check it out, automatically the view will be applied for all the pages. Okay. And one more note, guys. As said above, when we perform application level binding up a layout view by entering the details of the layout view under underscore view start dots, then while adding a view, if you select the checkbox, use a layout page, then it will automatically make use of the layout view that is specified underscore view start dot CSHTML. Whereas if we have multiple layout views, we need to click on dot button and select the layout view explicitly, which we perform a page level binding. Means for one page, one layout, another page, another layout. Then what will go? Page level. I want common application that you require to decide first. Okay. And this is the code for home.cshtml, register.cshtml, login.cshtml, courses.cshtml, and finally we have about.cshtml. And in all the places, I did not use a render section. I used the render section only in some places, and I did not use the render section in some places. Okay, now? Yeah. The next topic what we have is action results in MVC. We already discussed about action results here. We have different types of action results we discussed. But what are the action results you use it till now? View result, redirect to route result. Partial view result, partial view result, redirect to route result. But apart from that, we have so many other results here. Let's have a keen understanding about all these things once. See, action methods in an MVC application can return different types of results, and we call them as action results. In MVC, action result is a class, and this class has various child classes under it, and an action method can return any of these classes as a result. That is either parent class action result or the child classes. Controller class, or the controller class or parent class, the parent class of all the controls we define provides different helper methods to return a result. Where each helper method returns a different action result. You already know about these helper methods now? Yes or not? We already talked about all the helper methods. But what did we use till now is only view, redirect to action. Redirect to action. These are what we have just used. But we have different other types of helper methods also what are available and that can be used in our code actually. So what are all the helper methods that are available that can be used in our code? Let's try to understand about it. First one, view result. First one is view result. Read the message. That's it is sending a view as a response. Second one, read. Sends a partial view as a response. Redirect to route. Represents a result that performs a redirection to an action method by using the specified route values. You are redirecting to another place now. JSON result. You can send some JSON formatted content as response. File result. Array downloads. For downloads, that is the option. Sir, what is the difference? Already we saw redirect to route on the top. Here you're telling redirect. Redirect to route or redirect to action will redirect only to another page within the website. But this one will redirect to another website also. Did you understand the difference? This one will redirect to an action method within the website. But this one redirects to another website also. We can have a redirection to another website also in this case. I hope it is clear. Next, content result. Some content here, nothing like a string. I want to return a string. Earlier in the starting days, we used to write a string method, action method returning string. Without using string, they say that use content result. Next, read. Not supported in modern browsers here and removed in MVC code. Empty result. What is empty result? Void. You say void method. Actually, what it tells is action method should give some result. So what it tells, use these results only. You want to return a string now. What are you writing? Public string. But what it say? Don't write public string. Public content result. You want to return void. Don't say void. Say empty result. Did you catch my point? Or now you write public void test. What it says is no, don't write public void test. Write public empty result test. Last one. You can give some status code information to the clients. Remember, I asked you to Google about the status codes. 1XX series, 2XX series, 3XX series, 4XX series, 5XX series. I already said you. Yes or not? Under that 302 is what I shown you one day, redirection. But different status code results will be there. So that is what status code result is. Where do we use? I'll tell you. But these are the various results that are available. What is this question, Deepak? Read it. What did you type, Deepak? In the previous programs, we have already used view result, partial view result, and redirect to route result. And to test the other results, let us create a new ASP.NET web application project, naming it as action results in MVC. Choose MVC project template and uncheck all the other checkboxes and click on create button to create the project. Okay. I forgot to say this, guys. If you open a MVC project, we are selecting what empty project, but if you see for MVC project, by default, a layout page, by default, underscore view start will be present for you. If you want starting days, I opened and shown you now, go and verify. And always create a new project selecting MVC option. Okay. Yeah. Choose directly MVC. If you choose directly MVC, then you will get it automatically. Guys, I'm selecting MVC project template only now. And I'm selecting MVC project template only now. But till now I opening empty project, but now I'm selecting MVC project template to show you that only. Make sure all the other checkboxes are unchecked. Click on create. Because you open an MVC project, all of you read this. Read. To show you that only I opened an MVC project now. Content folder with Bootstrap, scripts folder with the jQuery, fonts folder with a set of fonts, controller folder with a controller, home controller, three action methods. And these three action methods have corresponding views. And also you have layout. Error is a view for common for all, but you have a layout also. Do you understand why I'm showing manually all the things? When you open this, it will create here. First, doing manually so that you'll understand what is what. Tomorrow, without telling that, if you directly use an MVC template, it will be confusing for you. What is this layout? What is this underscore view stat? That's why I shown you all manually so that you get a glance, clear idea. Going forward, we'll use MVC project templates. Going forward, we'll use MVC project templates. Run this, guys, all of you. Run this. There's a layout. There's a layout here. On the top, it is showing your application name. No, not only application name. Menu C, home, about, contact. When you click on home page will launch. This is only home page. Contact page. We put menus in the left here. It put menus on the top. Their choice. And you're just going to get the content over there. Is that clearer? So already the layout got applied here in this project. Okay, we just got everything created as per our wish. Now we want to test with all these particular things. I'll show you. Guys, today is Saturday. Do anyone have offices? Anyone? Office? No one? Okay. At least Saturday, let me also. Shikan, can you spend another 10 minutes? At least Saturday, let me take the liberty of taking until 9 o'clock here. Pavan and Shrikant, another 10 minutes. Okay, whoever office, can I continue for another 10 minutes? Okay? Okay. Fine. We just taken a project now. And now I just wanted to go for doing all the things. So I'll do one thing. First, I'm going to add a new folder in the project with the name called as downloads folder. In the project, I'm adding a new folder. I'll name the folder as downloads. New folder. Downloads. In this downloads folder, I'm going to add some files. some files I'm just trying to add here. Just a minute. I recently cleaned off all my system. Okay, I'm adding some Word document, and also will try adding one PDF file. More PDFs. I should have some PDFs. Not bad. I thought of giving you some. Some PDF. I got some PDF files in my folder. Okay, the first step I'm doing. Second step. In the models folder, I'll add a view. I'll add a model class. We'll name that as employee class with a set of attributes. Employee set of attributes. Okay, so we're just going to add the employee class. Employee class. This is the second thing I'm doing. First, I add a folder with some image downloads folder with some images in it. Next, I get an employee. Now I'll add you a controller, naming it as results controller. Any name here, no issue. Add a controller. What is the name? Results controller. Import the model's namespace first using action results in MVC dot models. I'm importing the model's namespace and I want to write some methods now. I want to write some methods. The first thing what I just wanted to do is I want to show you is how to return a result as a JSON. How to return the result as a JSON. Okay, what is this JSON? All of you are aware of XML now. Are you aware of XML in C# also? Your project file is a .xml file. Actually, XML in the industry, when you want to transport the data from one machine to another machine in the industry, when you want to transport the data from one machine to another machine, initial stages, they used to use Excel. Excel, guys, you have some data in a table, database table. Can you send me the table? You have some data in a database table. Can you send the table to me? You cannot send the table to me now. Why? I will send your table cannot be sent as a mail attachment. So what to do? You need to copy all the data into an Excel file. In SQL Server, you have an option, you know that? Export. You right click on the database. You have an option called export. In the export, it will ask you, where do you want to export? For what do you want to export? Where do you can just go for exporting a table into what you want to export. You can say, I want to export it in Excel file. It will show you all options, a wizard, that's all. You run the wizard. First, it will ask you source. Source is your database, your table. Destination. Destination is an Excel file. When you select all these particular options, what will happen, it will copy the data into Excel. All the data gets copied. Now these Excel documents we used to send it as mail attachments. But going forward, what became the problem? Going forward, the problem started here. What problem? Excel can be used only on Windows machines. Then what about Linux and Mac? Platform dependency problem. Then they introduced XML. Then they introduced your XML. In XML, they used to put the data and transport it. Suppose I want to transport some customer data. I want to transport some customer data. Then we write like this: customers, customer ID. Next, name, by name, job, CEO, by job, salary, some 50,000 by salary, status, through, by status, by customer. Like this, you can put some multiple customer data here now. And the customer, 102. God, guys, not a job. It doesn't look good. It is not job. Otherwise, let's make it as employees. Employee. By employees. So 102 Smith, President, 45,000, 103 Blake, manager, 40,000. Like that, they used to store the data in Excel. Excel is text. I already explained you, text is platform independent. Yes or not? So you can travel it anywhere now. You can send it anywhere now. Like this they used to. But problem with XML is fine. No drawbacks for it. But the problem here is, what happens here is, when you're going to transport the data in XML, for every value, there is one header and a footer tag. Notice that? Suppose 100 records are there. Every record has 5 columns. 100 into 5, 500 values totally. But for all the 500, you notice there is one header, one footer. Correct? So, if you just calculate it, first, you have a root element, right? How many employees by employee? Plus, for every record, we have employee by employee. 100 records means 200. Plus, how many values? 500 values. 500 values means one header, one footer, means 1000. Clear? Huh? How much? 1,200 and but how many values are there here? 500 values are there. For these 500, you are adding these many number of extra elements to it, which will increase the size of your file, which will increase of the size of the file. And to overcome this particular problem, going forward from the last few 4 or 5 years back, we just got a concept called as JSON. We got a concept called as JSON. So in JSON, you pass the information like this. How you know? Curly brace, ID 101, comma, name, Scott, sorry. Next, job, colon, CEO. Next, salary, colon, 50,000. Next one, status. This is how the data gets transported in the JSON format. If you have multiple records, comma, one zero two, 103, Smith, Blake, here, president, here, manager. And the whole data in the square brace. To tell that is an array. This is how you put the information in. You put the information in JSON. So this is called JSON. So without putting the data like this, they started sending the data in a JSON format like this. Are you clearer or not? So in the industry today, for exchanging the data from one place to another place, what the industry is using is JSON. Did you catch my point? Okay. See, public JSON result. What I want to return? JSON result. Get employees is my method name. It has to get the employees data. Employees data should come in which format? JSON. It should be sent to the client in a JSON result. So how do you write the code? You remember this already in the yesterday's class I explained you. I created 6 instances of the employer. Yesterday I showed you na customer we taken no employees. Now can I say list of employees is equals to new list of employees, and I wanted to add all these things here. What do you want to add? E1, E2, E3, E4, E5 and E6. Okay, now I can say return JSON what employees means actually for a get request send the result. For a get request means I'm sending a get request, this result should be sent. To tell that we use a JSON request behavior dot allow get means if a get request comes, then send all the data in a JSON format. Okay, now guys, finally let us run this and watch. Now did I create any view? I did not create any view because the result is not a view result, the result is a JSON result. What are the method names? What is the controller name? Results controller. So controller name is results. Method name get employees. That only I typed and shown you. That only I typed and shown you. See, there is a square brace starting first. Curly brace, ID, name, job, salary, status. comma, again, another employee. Like this, it is putting up all the data. Did you understand the JSON? Basically, in the industry today, for exchanging the data from one place to another place, we are using JSON. In ADO.NET, sorry, when we're talking about a concept called Web API, I will tell you what is the need of this particular JSON and why are we going to transport the data like this. All these things I'll show you. First, here, understand JSON. I'll show you a live implementation for this in the Web API classes. Okay, let's stop here, guys. We'll continue Monday. Yeah, Amit, JSON is a key value pair. Try, Sai Kumar. Try. Give a try. Postman or Telric, Swagger. I'll use different things, Subham. Yeah, I'll show you Postman. I'll show you Postman. Yeah.